Today's Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. The time is 3:33 p.m. This is a special meeting for the North Idaho Fair Board Quarterly Update. Attending by in-person Commissioners Duncan and Fillios. Joining us by conference phone, Commissioner Bill Brooks. We have Alexcia Jordan and Linda Eli that are with us from the Fairgrounds. And Linda Ryder, forgive me, I'm thinking of the other Linda, forgive me. Okay, and the first of the action items that we have is the RV Park Next Phase.
Yes, the RV Park Next Phase. So we are working.
Mine's not even on. Yeah, a little bit closer because it's hard for the phone to hear.
How about now?
Yeah,
Perfect.
Go ahead.
The RV Park, we are really excited to start working on the next phase of that grant. So we've been working with Kim Riley and Welsh Comer on the grant application, which we plan to present to you early January. And then the submission date is later in January to Idaho Parks and Rec.
What's the next phase?
Yeah, what is it?
So the next phase would be the third loop. It's mostly infrastructure and then paving of that third loop sites. That would increase revenue for us. We were full nearly every weekend throughout the summer. Honestly, it was our saving grace throughout this COVID season.
Okay.
Are you able to separate it out? So say that, the RV park takes this much to run and this is much profit and this is how much we made?
Yeah, actually we can, with the exception of maybe some staffing, which we
Sure.
could part that out as well. But yeah,
Okay.
it's
That'd
been
be
very
great
lucrative to us.
To know.
Yeah, I can share that.
Thank you. All right, second item, 2021 Fair Planning Update. Go right ahead.
Jerry's calling in.
I heard somebody else come on the line. Somebody else come
Did
on the
anybody
line?
just, yeah.
It's just Jody.
Oh,
It's
okay,
not
Jody.
just Jody, it's Jody.
It's Jody.
Yay!
JJ. Okay, JJ.
All right.
Go right ahead, Alexia.
Okay, 2021 Fair. As you guys know, we're going to move it from a 5-day format to a 10-day format. Really exciting news for us. We've gotten all the arena shows lined out, and over the next 2 months, you're going to see us start rolling out ticket sales. Currently, as of today, we launched our Golden Holiday Ticket. So if you are a Carnival fan or a Fair fan, this is a 10-day Carnival pass and a Fair Seasons Pass for all 10 days, 32-ounce drink cup and $2 refills along with it for the whole fair. And it's probably the deepest discount. It will be the deepest discount you can get. It's now through December 31st, so that's rolled out everywhere. And we're excited to get some momentum.
How much?
$185
Per person.
per person. That's all 10 days, everything you want. Huge discount. Those one-day pop passes, all you can ride at the carnival, are $25 pre-sale, $35 at the gate. So it's a huge savings.
Yeah, that is.
Question, if it costs roughly an additional $100,000 a day to operate, you can do it?
As long as people come,
Okay.
we can do it. Yep,
Okay.
yep, yeah,
Well, there'll be a lot of pent-up demand, I imagine.
I'm hoping so. And we've got good community sponsors that have been stepping up as well.
Good.
Yeah.
Linda, you want to?
Well, the other thing that we had found through the years was that
Jerry Johnson.
Hi, Jerry.
Okay, Jerry, we're on the second item, 2021 Fair Planning Update. Linda's about to speak. Go ahead, Linda.
was just that
Oh, okay, great.
our fairgrounds were getting more crowded and more crowded. So you get to the point where people don't want to come because it is so crowded.
Oh,
So,
that's a good point.
so that was part of our thinking, was that if you can spread it out, then everybody's a happier camper because they have more days to come.
Fair enough. Okay.
I wish you had a pass that was 10 days, no drinking, no rides, because I would buy one.
I have a 10-day fair admission pass. You can get that. Just
Okay.
fair admission.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that'll go on sale after the 1st.
And how much is that?
$50.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, half.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
deal. Jump on that.
Okay. Will do.
And then, like Linda said, in addition to giving a little more space for folks, it also allows us to diversify our entertainment base, which I think will help draw more folks into the fair, give us the opportunity to teach more about agriculture in our area. So
Open class animals.
I know, I'm so excited about
cannot
that.
wait.
Right? And then, you know, we just really feel that it's kind of the fair industry as a whole, and events are going to be a key to getting the world up and moving again. And so we hope that we can be a big part of that and just change back to a new normal. better
No,
normal.
no, 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 no.
No new normal?
hate
The old
new
normal?
No, just, we're just gonna live
Yeah.
life.
Normal.
Yeah,
Just
we're
normal.
ready. So, and we want to be a big part of that.
Yes. Great.
All right. Third item, state of the fairgrounds after 2020.
Okay, so it's hard to go from a high to a low, but
ahead.
2020 has not been good on us or easy to us. Our income is down currently 66% from 2019. Our event revenue is down 25%, and we're lucky again. The RV park really was the saving grace in that piece. Total expenses are down 58%, so we've done everything we can to cut wherever we can. And then currently, our net income is negative $45,000. So we are blessed that our board has been very conservative in the last 4 years to save and reserve, and we're going to be okay moving forward, but that is the state of where we're at currently. The first quarter of 2021, we're not anticipating a ton of events, and so we're trying to, you know, stay diligent in our cost-saving measures and just be conservative. And then, like I was telling you guys before we got started, we've worked really hard with every event we have throughout 2020 to make sure we follow the governor's orders for Rebound Idaho, and I feel we've done a very good job to this point on trying to keep our community safe and yet still bring them together where we can.
Jerry, any thoughts you want to share?
No, I'm good. I think Linda and Alexcia have it.
Okay. Item number 4, CARES Act and the fairgrounds. Go right ahead.
So just want to say to this point, the Fairgrounds has not received funding through CARES Act directly. So not for the 4-H or for jury selection trials. I think it sounds to me, and moving forward, if that is a fund that it gets extended, which it may not, that we need you guys to make some decisions on how you see the fairgrounds and the fair board in the role of with the county. So we could have some access to some funds that we could desperately use.
Okay. Thoughts? Bill, any thoughts?
No, nope, just being informed here like everybody else.
Okay. Final item, Kootenai County Fire and Rescue lease update.
Okay, we're very excited about this. We've been anticipating them joining our facility and think it's a great move. We do, again, want to ask, and I sent you guys a letter a little while back. I hope you received it. Hoping for some support through that funding. Again, it's a year that we could really use that. Your signing piece is about what we've lost already this year. So just want to plead and urge that if it is available, that you could forward that through.
So I don't recall seeing the letter. I might have, depending on how long ago you sent it. So,
Is it a few weeks?
Yeah, it's been a few weeks since I've
Okay.
sent that. It was right after that meeting that it got passed.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
I
so
can forward it again.
Is there a list in it? You know, okay, so are you expecting revenue replacement? Are you asking for projects? I mean, what kind of things, or is it just capital grant match?
It would be capital grant match is what
Okay.
we're hoping to use it for. Well, not necessarily grant match, but capital. So if we need it towards whatever type of capital to get that master plan rolling forward.
Okay, so towards a master plan specifically.
No, the master plan's funded. We're not,
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking for you guys to pay for that. You guys already
Basically
gave us
for your
some towards that, but
operating
for, yeah,
costs.
it's gonna go and be held until we're ready to start building something.
Oh,
That
okay,
was
so
that was the
capital.
plan from day
Okay.
one when we
Right.
first started talking with them. It wasn't anything for operations at all. It's strictly to start building stuff.
How does that money come into us? We just got the first 50 grand. What's the,
They just send us a check.
is it annual or is it a flat 350K? Is that what it, where did it come out to?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go
it's, so
ahead,
you get the
Alexcia.
$50,000 when you signed, and
Yes.
then the remaining balance would be due when they break ground, which I think we originally hoped it would be 2021, but I think it's probably looking more like 2022 before they
Okay.
actually get to that point, which, would go right along with the timeline that we're kind of hoping for as well.
Okay.
So the way I understand our finances is that what we're working on now for money to pay our bills is actually a fund that we had started putting together as a capital account for building the next building or upgrading or paving parking lots or whatever it is that we're going to do next. So right now, that's the money that we're using to pay our bills. So we had hoped that this fire station money would be part of a capital account added to that. Well, now we don't have that, but if we're going to do a capital a campaign even within our community to bring money in to do things on the fairgrounds, you need seed money to start that, or grant matches,
Grant matches.
whatever those things would be, that when you start getting aggressive, you need some money in your pot
Sure.
to make all that.
Absolutely.
And what we started doing was $1 off of every ticket sold, a fee
Right.
on top of any rental that was a capital building fee. It all funds into this capital building, and that's where our reserve came from to keep us alive right now.
Which was definitely not the intent of what
No,
a lot of money
Correct.
was
No.
supposed to be at all.
and
Right.
we have a bright future. We just got to get there, and the funding is
Yeah.
important.
So they're looking at groundbreaking in 2020. Is it because they need to raise money? Is that it?
No, I think it's just building plan. I'm
Oh,
not
it
really
just-
sure.
oh,
And
just
you
the-
can't
the
quote me on that.
process. Okay.
Right.
Just think that the engineering and all that stuff takes a little
Okay,
time to
okay.
break ground.
Sure.
Their space, they're occupying, what is it, 2 acres?
It's approximately 2 acres, and it's in the far southeast corner.
Corner of it.
And the revenue we get from that is there's one event a year that happens back there, and then the parking during the fair, which,
But that doesn't mean that 20 years from now, that wouldn't be a bigger part of
absolutely.
our fairgrounds. I mean, at this part, we don't know. I mean, when you look towards the future,
No, that's
what
true.
is empty space now may be important space or would have been important space. So
Right. Is there, you still have relationships with maybe some schools and some busing options for parking off-site?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, those are things we're going to continue to work on and try and grow. We're going to need to as Kootenai County grows.
Sure.
Okay. Bill, any questions?
No, none at all. I think, on the whole, it's a really great report. I feel very optimistic about what Alexcia and the staff and the board have been able to put together in really difficult times.
That's true. Okay, then. Thank you.
I guess.
Linda, do you want to say?
Nope.
Jerry, are you okay?
Yeah, couple comments, I guess, on
Yeah, go ahead.
that the fund from the fire. They got a couple things going. One, I've been attending their meetings. They're going to try to float a bond issue next spring.
Yes.
They hope to, over I think it's
Yes.
10 years, build 4 fire stations. But I think this fire station will move ahead regardless of what the bond levy, whether it's successful or not. But yeah, those funds, we're hoping that would establish, that $350,000 capital reserve fund, add to what we've been saving, so we can go for grants. And that was Joe Dellafield's whole plan, was we would have that nest egg to attract some grants and some large community support, which, you know, has been indicated is out there. So, so we're hoping that helps us get over that next hurdle.
Okay. And we'll have a better idea.
Another comment is,
Go ahead, Jerry.
what's that?
Yeah, no, go right ahead.
I was going to say my other comment is I wanted to thank you guys for following our recommendations on the appointment of some new Fair Board members and an alternate, as well as reappointing Elise and Joe. They've been very valuable as Fair Board members. So I wanted to thank you for doing that yesterday.
You're very welcome. Okay. And we'll have a better idea as to what we might be able to do to help out, especially after this next legislative session, which will wrap up end of March or sometime in April, because they've got some, can I call them somewhat radical ideas in terms of, not necessarily radically favorable, but to some degree unfavorable, in terms of our taxing ability and the amounts of money we can raise and our fund balances and foregone taxes and things of that nature. So when this legislative session wraps up, we're going to have a better picture. The banking or the taxation committee in the legislature, I think, is operating from the premise that county taxpayers or Idaho state property tax owners are being overtaxed. And so I think they're likely to come up with something that's going to crimp our ability to raise money as we have in the past. Time will tell. But we'll know that when they conclude. So, and that'll help us determine what we can do to help the fair. Okay, public comment? None? 3:59, meeting adjourned. Thank you.